I lost my mother at the tender age of 6 years old. I lost her to leukemia. She battled cancer for a long time, and unfortunately she passed away when I was 6, and that changed my whole trajectory of life. Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here today. If you are here, that means that you have been following my Instagram stories, my Facebook stories, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting me, because if you've made it this far, you know what's going on. I have shared a little bit of what's been going on behind the scenes, and I have been trying to keep you guys up to date with the YouTube channel, and I just want to say thank you and welcome. Welcome to this little spot of the internet. This is going to be like our little corner of the internet, and I'm so excited to start out on this awesome adventure. I have been wanting to do this for several years already. I had never really made the time for it. I know it takes time and consistency, but I am so excited to finally have the opportunity to start this out. And with you guys, I want to share about motherhood. As many of you know, I am a mother of 3. I have a preteen, and then my 9-year-old, and we also have a 21-month-old, almost 2-year-old. So we have 3 babies, and we are a military family. Now we reside in North Carolina, but we have been a little bit all over the place. And I want to share just what our life is like as parents, me as a mother of 3 kids here at home, also working from home because I do work from home, and just so many things that go on. You know, in the last several years, I have met so many moms who have came to me. Just working in ministry is how I get to meet these moms, and they come to me and they tell me, like, I need a community. We are far away from home, especially being a military family. I meet moms all the time whose families live thousands of miles away from them, and it's hard. So I want to create a community of moms and dads who are wanting more for their children. Being a multicultural family, it is difficult. I have to say that if you're trying to raise your children in this culture, it's very hard. But trying to raise your children in 2 cultures is even more tough. And that's one thing that I would love to talk about, the hardships that we face as multicultural families, because I am from a Mexican background, raising children in the United States, you know, with a different culture from my culture. My husband, his family is also from Mexico, so we understand this. We know what it's like to try to raise our children in the culture that they're in, because we don't want them, you know, to miss out on opportunities, but also we want to keep the roots of our heritage. That's very, very important to us. And being bilingual does bring a lot of challenges. And that's one thing that I want to talk about later down the road, and just so many topics that involve motherhood, because it's tough. It is tough. And why do I want to bring awareness on this topic? Mainly because motherhood is one of the things that I love to learn most about. I feel like as a mom, we are learning things every single day. I have learned so many things from my children, and I know that we all have different experiences, but in the end, we're all trying to do our best. I would love to talk to more mothers. I want to know your story. I want to know where you stand, what you're going through, because I want you to know that you are not the only one. You're not the only one facing hardship. You're not the only one going through difficulty, especially if you're trying to raise children in a bilingual home. You're not the only one. You know that your kids don't want to speak the second language. They rather stick to what they know, to what they hear in school. I want you all to know that you're not the only one, that you're not alone. And ultimately, I want us to come together for our children and also for ourselves, because as moms, we need that support. As moms, we need those friendships. We need those women who we can walk alongside and talk to each other and uplift each other in prayer, and just be there for each other. Be that comfort and that community that we are all seeking to find. And I want to share a little bit about my story. Growing up, I did not have a mom to be alongside me and tell me my worth and tell me how much I was valued, how much she loved me. I lost my mother at the tender age of 6 years old. I lost her to leukemia. She had cancer. She battled cancer for a long time, and unfortunately, she passed away when I was 6, and that changed my whole trajectory of life. That changed everything for me. With my mom passing away, I lost my sense of security. I lost my sense of self. I really lost my identity. And the thing that has led me to want to be a better mother was the fact that I grew up without a mom. It changed my life. I do believe that had it not been for that loss, I would still live in Mexico. Losing my mother at such a tender age really was the reason why I came to the States. I did not come to the States at 6 years old. I came to the States at the age of 8 years old. And that's kind of where a new culture was introduced to me, a new language was introduced to me, and just not having a mom and being in a new country with new people and a very different language and culture, I already felt lost. I already felt like I didn't belong. I already felt like there was no place for me because I did not have someone there to tell me it's okay. I'm here for you. I am your mother. I'm here for you. And now as a parent, I understand that we will do whatever we believe is best for our children. My father never remarried. And now that I'm a parent, I can understand why. But just growing up, there were many, many things that I didn't understand. As a child, you only see the adults making the decisions and you don't know why. You don't know where you're going. And that's kind of how I was brought up. But now that I'm a mother, I love to take my children into consideration. Now, being a military family, we really don't have a say of where we go, but what we do have a say is how we make that transition with our children, how we talk to them about the changes, and even more than that, they know that I am there for them, that I'm always going to be here to support them, that whenever they go into a new school, because in the past 2 years they have gone through so many different schools, and it has been a challenge. Like, it has been hard, it has been difficult, but we as parents have always been here along the way for them, through the changes, through the new people. And I think that a lot of us as moms, we go through that, but we go through that alone. And I think that that's where I would love to see the change, where we are walking with each other, we are talking to each other, and we are supporting each other as moms, as parents. And I'm just so excited to be here. Thank you guys so much for listening to this, for stopping by, for wanting to be a part of this. I'm super excited about this YouTube channel because there's so many things that I want to share with you all. I would love to share stories with you that I have heard throughout my walk in this life. So not just my story, I want to hear your story too. I want to know how you got here. I want to know how you got where you are at now. I have met a lot of people in different stages of life. I just feel like their story has to be told. It needs to be told because you all have some wonderful, wonderful stories of resiliency, of trust, of changes, of everything. And a lot of times we do feel like we're navigating life alone, but we're not. We're really not. We are there for each other. We can be there for each other. And above all, I think we can create a community of parents who will go that extra mile to support one another. Because at any time in our life, we will need that support from other parents. And that's what I want to create for us. That's what I want to create in this little corner of the internet for us. Have our own little space where we can share our stories, where we can share our hardship. If you are here and you are a parent, I'm sure that you are doing your best to raise happy children who become productive members of society. And that's where I would love for us to support one another and just be here for one another and tell our stories and share the things that we have lived through, because you all are worth it. And you guys, I want your voice to be heard. So this space is not going to be for me, but rather it's going to be for you to voice out your stories, to voice out what you have to say. So I want us to share, the things that we have gone through, because you never know who you're going to inspire. You never know who's watching, and even more so, inspire our children, our kids. Everything that I do, I can say that I always make my decisions based on how they're going to affect my children. That's one thing that I want to share with you, let you know like how I do it, but then I also want to hear about how you do it, how you make your decisions based on what, above all, we place our trust in God, and we always ask God to lead our steps. Thank you guys so much for this time. Please share this video with anybody you'd like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will be uploading new videos once a week. Also, since we are a multicultural family, we're a bilingual family, we speak English and Spanish in the home, I want to also share some videos in Spanish. I have also created other social media platforms for Motherhood with Maddie. And I just want to say, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and let's create a strong community of parents who are seeking to raise children who are happy children who will become productive adults in society. So you guys go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget, I will be uploading videos once a week, and out of the 4 videos per month that I will be uploading, at least one will be in Spanish. In my other platforms, I do want to upload more bilingual content, just because that is who we are. We are a bilingual family. We live in 2 cultures. We love our Mexican culture and we love our American culture. Coming here to the States at such a young age, I learned to love and embrace this culture as well, this North American culture. And I love being here. And I am just so thankful that this great nation opened its arms for me. Someone who did not have a mom, someone who felt lost in time, who felt like I had no identity, I had no one to turn to. This great and beautiful nation opened its arms to me, allowed me to become a member of this society, and it has allowed me to grow in my personal life and just in everything that I've done. And I have so much to be grateful for. I love this beautiful nation. This is the nation that we have decided for our children to grow in. And even then, we still want to keep our roots alive. We still want to teach them about our Mexican culture. We still want them to know, because I really do believe that knowledge is power. So you can never know too much. I'm still learning. I'm still learning about motherhood. I'm still learning about this YouTube stuff. I'm still learning about everything. I don't want to pretend that I know it all. I don't want to pretend that I can't learn anymore, because I don't know it all. I don't believe that God is done with me. I do believe that He continues to pour into my life, and I do believe that I still have a lot of growing up to do as a mom, as a wife, as a servant of God. So I would love for you guys to just walk with me in this journey and let us go together, encourage one another, be with one another, and support one another in the things that you do. So leave in the comments a topic that you would want me to bring up within parenthood, within multicultural children. What is the hardship that you're currently facing? I would love to hear about that. I would love to know that I'm not the only one going through hardship. I want to know that I'm not the only one facing difficulty, that I still struggle as a parent raising bilingual children, or at least trying to raise bilingual children. So let me know in the comments. So don't forget to subscribe. Look me up on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok as well. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I really hope that we can make this little corner of our internet ours and just come together as parents and grow together and support one another and just do the things that we love. So thank you guys for being here again, and I will see you next week with my next video. Bye.